Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to My Analog Life, where we talk about everything and anything we can do with our hands to keep us grounded in the real world. And today, I would love to talk to you about memory keeping. And what better time to keep a record of a memory is after the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. Whether you are in the USA or not, it is definitely a huge moment in time worth preserving in your journal. And I would just like to show you how I plan to do it in mine. So I have my sprocket here, which I have already used to print out a bunch of photos. And I have my stencil, and I have... It's so funny. This is a grid notebook, and I have my brush markers here, but this video almost didn't happen because I realized I had no way to make the color white. And then I remembered that I had this gesso. So this is going to be an experiment that we will look at together. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So if I go into my journal, you can see that I have already set it up for July. So I have my highlights page where I'm just going to put, something to remember of each day on this page. And then I'm going into my second week of July because when I set up this bullet journal, I made an error and put the first week part of July at the end of June, and I did not mean to do that. So just pushing ahead. So I have my highlights page, and then I have my second week of July, my third week, and my fourth week, and then the last few days of July. And then I go into my journaling pages. So what I thought I would do is use these two pages to kind of commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. So I don't actually know what I'm going to do yet. I'm just going to kind of feel my way. The first thing I'm going to do is going to put my washi border along the bottom here. I'm not going to attempt to make it perfect. I just want to remember all the cool things I saw on the day and the days leading up to the day, and keep a record of it. So now I want to take my brush pens here. Let's see, I'm going to get my red, and I'm going to use this blue, and black out here. Now what I'd like to do is kind of do some flag striping on here. So this paint could get messy. Maybe I want to do the paint for the white first and then kind of work around that. Let's see how that turns out. When I started this process, I had no idea what I was going to be doing. I thought I would make stripes like a flag, and then I realized I did the spacing wrong. So I had to regroup and then just make it kind of red, white, and blue as best as I could. And then I did that section in the middle there, hoping to be able to put something there with my stencil. And then I journaled over here on this section a little bit about the day and kind of what I feel it means to be an American, and just wrote a little bit about that. And really no plan whatsoever. This was just all off the cuff as I go. What was funny is, I don't know if you noticed, but my first pen, it ran out of ink while I was writing, and I had to switch to another pen hoping that it still had red ink in it. So luckily my Esterbrook King of the Night still had some red ink left in it for this spread. Okay, so now I've done a little bit of journaling. I've put down my colors and my backdrop and why this gesso is drying so that I can put the rest of this together. I will go ahead and cut up my photos that I want to place around these pages. So I've cut out all my pictures that I'm going to be using for my spread, and I just love the critters so much. I have decided to use this one as kind of the focal point for that page, and then I'm going to put the rest of these around that. I don't know if they'll all fit, but I do have them separated by the critters over here, and I love all the England memes about Treason Day. We also have the World Cup going on right now, and there was a lot of celebration around the 250th anniversary at the different World Cup matches. Wimbledon is going on right now. I didn't have a picture of that here, so I'll probably have to leave a space for one. And then I loved how other countries around the world had red, white, and blue. So this was Germany at the Brandenburg Bridge, and this was the Eiffel Tower in France. I had a picture of Tokyo, but I have to find it because I don't see it here. So I'll leave a space for that one as well. And then Outlander, one of my favorite shows, recently ended after 8 years, and I had to capture this picture of Jamie Fraser when he was in the Revolutionary War, and I wanted to commemorate that. And then one of my favorite memes going around right now is Washington crossing the river, the Potomac, with an air conditioning unit, because apparently there's a huge heat wave in Europe and the UK, and apparently it's the Americans' fault. All of our air conditioning is the blame for global warming. Now, that is a joke. Please understand that. And I thought this was hilarious, and I wanted to remember it, so I've cut that out. Another thing I really loved was the highway signs around the country. This one has a flag, and it says, "The USA is 250 years old. The speed limit is not." I just love that. And then the Sphere in Las Vegas is this ginormous event space that was able to project the Declaration of Independence and a bunch of other really cool things onto the front of that building, and I wanted to remember that as well. So I'm going to wait for my gesso to dry, and then I'll place all my photos, and then I'll do the final part of this memory keeping spread for America's 250th anniversary. All right, so I've placed all of my photos, and as you can see, it has the kind of whimsical chaos that you want in a commemorative collage. So I just think it is super fun and is a great memory of the day. I have these left over, so what I will do is I will put it in this pocket up here and use them for journaling prompts at a later date. So now we have this final point here. I have a couple of stencils, and let's see what we can put in here. So here I go again with no plan whatsoever. I had no idea what I was going to write, and I just went with my first inclination and hoped that it would actually even fit in that red border. And then, as you can see here, I'm trying to write the word freedom, and I realize I'm going to have a lot of room left over, and so I decided to do a exclamation point, and then I realized that I should maybe embellish that a little bit more to fill up that space there on the end. And I'm just winging this thing, you guys. I am just making this up as I go along and hoping for a good result. I think that happens in a lot of art, and I'm fine with that. And I actually like the way this turned out. Okay, so I feel that this is sufficient. So I printed out some pictures that I loved and that I thought I would like to remember. I did a little bit of journaling. I used my stencil, my brush markers. This is a happy result of what I wanted to achieve, which is just one person's memory of a specific day in her life. You don't have to be an American. You don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be any of those things to appreciate what I've done here. This is just to encourage you to get out your markers, your fountain pens, and your photos and make your own commemoration of a memory that means something to you. I just want to thank you so very much for being with me on this journey today, and I look so forward to seeing you in my next video.